Welcome back again with me. I will show you the layers in here. It could also known as the stacked transparent sheets in here. Each layers in here will show different objects like text, pictures, vectors, and etc. In filter light here, we could decide which layer with a certain criteria to be shown. Like for example, with effect, the layers with effect, and with attributes and etc. And filter icon here is to decide sorting layer criterion. If in the filter menu you pick kind. And blending mode is to control the combination of pixels in active layer with layers below it. So we can discuss this later. And this one, opacity, you will have the audacity to control the opacity and transparency with this one. And fill also has the same function. This opacity and fill is only for the picture layer. So let's see right here. We decrease the transparency and we can decrease the opacity by opacity and fill. And in here we can lock, click this layer, we can lock the transparency or the bitmap or pixel, or we can lock the position so it won't move. Prevent auto nesting, so objects cannot be stacking each other. And lock all things or options in here. This is the background layer which is locked. The chosen layer in here is called active layer and the not chosen one is called inactive layer. This link layers, 2 layers or more by pressing the shift on your shortcut keyboard, clicking 2 layers, and then we press this one so it linked to each other. Layer mask to make a veil to a certain layer. Create new fill or adjustment layer means that to set color values on a layer. Create a new group, so if you unlink these layers and click this one, it will group the 2 layers already. Then if you want to create another new layer, just press this one, or you want to hide it, just press the I, or you want to hide this one, just press the I, this group. And to delete layer, just press this one. Click yes. And thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Come back again with me to the Adobe Photoshop features of 2022. Right now, I would like to show you the blend mode. If you click this tab right here over the layers tab, you will see the drop down menu or drop down box right here. It's called the blend mode. It will start with the normal blend mode. Here I have moved down the writing of hello and changed the font size and type so it will blend to the layer below it. This blend mode will only have the function for the artistic type. So if you click an active layer over here, then it will affect the layer below it if we put some blend modes over the top of the active layer right here. So if you put normal here, you can see normal effect. Then dissolve. As you can see, the writing or the font right here have this type of soft pixelated form. If you click dissolve, darken. Darken only works on dark layers only. So when it erases the brightness of the brighter color, so it only works on the font right here since it was black. But how if we change the font to be, for example, green color? It will just erase the brightness of the brighter color. For example, if we have a turquoise background right here, it will just use the green color as the mask or the blend mode in the font layer right here. And multiply. This finds color with the same brightness, then multiply it to be darker. So if you find some type of green that has the same brightness with the green over here, then it will change the color to be darker. Then color burn. It only works by lowering brightness value and increase contrast on an image. So it will lowering the brightness value on the font layer and increase the contrast on the image below it. Color burn, that's it. Linear burn, it only works on lowering the brightness value only without changing the contrast value. So it will just lowering the brightness value of the image without lowering or changing the contrast value of the image. So it will choose only the darker color. Lighten. It erases the dark colors within the image or both with the font layer. Screen. It is the opposite of the multiply. It multiplies colors with the same brightness to be lighter. Then, color dodge. It increases value of brightness and contrast of an image. If you click here, it increases the contrast of the image. When you apply the color dodge on the layer on top of it, like in the font layer. Linear dodge increases brightness only of image below the active layers. Lighter color. This is for when you click this lighter color over the topmost layer, which is the font layer, you will see that it will choose either the image or the font layers lighter color, and then it demolish the darker color. And overlay. It combines the function of multiply to darken and screen for brightening below layers of active layer. Soft light. This darkens as well lightens simultaneously an image of an active layer based on the brightness. Hard light. This is the same as soft light, but it is in the active layer. Vivid light. This is the same as soft light, but it darkens with color burn and color dodge to darken and lighten respectively the layers of below the active layer. Linear light. Same as vivid light, but it uses linear dodge and linear burn. Pin light. It depends on which layer has the brighter or darker color. If the layer below the active layer is darker or lighter, the layer is used. So this layer is used in here. Hard mix. In here, every color channel bias into black and white based on the channel comparison from the active layer and the layer below it. It will classify to be like bright primary color as well, and neon green as well, based on the red, green, blue channels. Difference. This only decreases color on active layer and layer below it. So it will be considered to be darker in here. But if the color combination is not identical, image color is negative, just like in photo films. Exclusion. Less contrast than difference. Hue. It combines saturation and luminance in active layers colors. Saturation. Combines hue and luminance in active layers colors. Color. Secondary colors in active layer will be given to the mixed color, to layers below the active layer. Luminosity. It combines the original color of the background to the bright color of the layer above it. Then subtract, as you can see right here, it will subtract the colors which is the darker value and increase the contrast. Divide. It will make the colors become brighter. It doesn't matter whether the text layer is whatever color it is, just classify to be white. Okay, that's it for the blend modes. I hope you understand with this video and see you in the next video. Come back with me in Adobe Photoshop features of 2022. Right now, I would like to show you about how layer style works. Right now, we have chosen the active layer over here, and we click this icon. Then you have these options of layer styles right here. First, click Drop Shadow. Drop Shadow gives you shadow effect on the object. As you can see in the preview right here, if you click this checkbox right here, it directly preview in the canvas this effect of drop shadow. This has the blend mode, opacity, color of shadow that we can adjust, and also angle. It controls the direction or where the shadow goes in degrees. So if the angle is over here, is directed over here, as you can see to the left bottom of the screen, you can see the shadow is at the top right of the object. Distance. Distance is showing the distance of the shadow to the object. Spread. This controls the area covered by the dark part of the shadow. Size. It controls how far good the shadow goes. It doesn't include the dark part. The noise and contour right here, it sets the pattern of the shadow. You can choose whether the pattern is to be gone like this, so the shadow will appear like this. Click cancel. Yeah. Then the inner shadow, as you can uncheck the checkbox over here and check the inner shadow right here. This functions similarly as the drop shadow, but however, the shadow appeared is inside the object, will appear inside the object. And the spread option in drop shadow here is named choke. So as you can see, when it's previewed in the canvas, when the angle is at the top, right of the screen, the shadow is also directed at the top right of the object. And then stroke. As you can see, stroke is here. We uncheck this box. We check the stroke box to give the outline to the object. The options are size. It shows how thick or thin the line is. Position. Set whether the outline is inside or outside the object or in the center. So the outline is at the center of the stroke effect. Then blend mode and opacity, the fill type, you want it to be gradient. As you can see, when we increase the size, as we can see in the canvas, there is the gradient in the stroke. Or you can fill the stroke with pattern, like this. You can choose the pattern in here, and uncheck this box, outer glow. Next is outer glow. To give blurred lights outside the object, you can choose the color right here, for example blue. And you can set the opacity. The blend mode, we can set it into normal. Technique, you can choose whether you want it to be precise or softer, and you can put the spread same like drop shadow, and the size also same like drop shadow. Then the range, as you increase the value of the range, the softer it will become. So the more in decreasing the size of the range, the glow will become precise, more precise. And the jitter as well. I hope you enjoy and see you in the next video. Come back with me in Adobe Photoshop features of 2022. Right now, I would like to show you about how layer style works. We are still discussing about outer glow in layer effects. When you increase the jitter, it usually will deform in overlay more dots of the dissolve like this. The other effect is inner glow. Check this box, uncheck the outer glow, change the color so it will not be invisible, and change the blend mode into normal. Here we have the blend mode, opacity, the noise. The inner glow is where the glow is become inwards towards the center of the object. Then the choke is the distance, and the size is the area also reached by the color of blue right here. And the technique, you can do it precisely or softly, more softly. And then the color overlay. Here you can choose the color. Blend mode. Right here. And opacity of the effect. And we uncheck this box. And then Satin. Satin, we got blend mode, opacity, color, and angle, which sets the slant degree of the object shading. Then the spread. In here we name it distance. Set how much is the area coverage of the shading spread. Size. This is the size of the shading. The more it becomes 0, the more precise the shading is. Then the contours. Shade the shading shape. Like this or like this. Like this. Then uncheck the setting box. Then bevel and emboss. We got here inner bevel or outer bevel. So when we press outer bevel, the effect shown is outside the object. When we have inner bevel, the effect is inside the object. Emboss is when the volume effect appears both inside and outside of the object. So is the pillow emboss and stroke emboss, where the pillow is sharper than the stroke one. Then we go to the emboss, the depth. Here you could set how deep is the volume of emboss or bevel is gonna be. The technique, you could choose smooth, chisel hard, so it would look like when it's carved with wood carving. And then chisel soft is when the volume effect will look like a smooth carving type. That's all for part 2. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you in part 3 of layer style. Come back with me in Adobe Photoshop features of 2022. Right now, I would like to show you about how layer style works. Right now, I would like to continue about the layer style of bevel and emboss. The depth here, we can already discuss it. Then the size. Then the direction. You can move it up or down. The size, soften. The smoothness value. You can increase to be more smooth in the chisel, in the effect. Also, the angle. Set the light direction. As you can see, when the light is at the top right of the circle, then the shadow is in the bottom left. Altitude. To set the light height from the object. Let's see, when we increase 5 into 50, we double click this one again, the effect underneath the layer, then we maybe decrease into 30, then the light becomes softer. When we decrease the value, as the height increases in degree, the more precise the shadow will be. Then the close contour. Then the highlight mode. Set the light part of the color's blend mode. Can do it overlay, lighten, multiply. Yeah. Then the shadow mode. Same like highlight mode, but it's the darker part of the color. Then the opacities are for setting how dark and light is gonna be for the darker and lighter part of the object. And then gradient overlay. We uncheck this box. We can choose which color of the gradient that you want. And then the angle of the gradient where the gray color goes is like the shadow. Or well, maybe we can change the gray into green. So the shadow part will be the green part. Then the style. You can choose it to be radial gradient in radial pattern or mirroring like this, reflected, diamond pattern, or whatever pattern the gradient will look like, you can choose it in the style. The scale. You can set up the scale of the how many is the limit of the gradient in such pattern with scale. Then method. You can put it linear or classic. Classic is more like optical, more innocent or more pleasant to the eye. You can change the opacity. Yep, so if you decrease the opacity, the more clear the real picture or the object is. And then pattern overlay. We uncheck the gradient overlay and just put the pattern overlay right here. You can see the pattern overlay is having the same settings with the gradient overlay. With the gradient overlay effect right here, you can see. Click OK. To remove these effects, click this one and drag it to the delete button. So the effects are all removed. Okay, that's all for layer style. I hope you enjoy and see you in the next video.